So I identify as half Black and half Filipino. Probably one that comes to mind are generally around Christmas. Christmas is just a time when my family got together because everyone was just so busy around that time, and my family is very big on both sides, considering my Filipino side and my Black side. So it was so hard to get everyone together. So Christmas was just that time. So, and luckily both of my sides kind of was very willing to celebrate each other's cultures. So we would always have a big dinner on Christmas Eve, and it was my favorite time of the year because I got to enjoy all of my favorite foods, from my Filipino food and the Black soul food. So we stayed up till 3 a.m. opening presents, eating amazing food, playing all these crazy games. But it was just so nice to have both sides of my family together for like the one time of the year. Even though from the outside it looks like it's two different cultures, the values for my Black side and my Filipino side have very like common values. And I think the one common value that just resonates with me is just the importance of family. Is always, my family's always there. They've always been supportive of me, even though we butted heads with some things that I wanted to pursue, whether it was with my career or some of the choices I made. At the end of the day, as long as they knew it was gonna make me happy and this is what I wanted, they just had my back and was just supportive. And I know that's not the case with, some people. So the fact that I didn't have to experience it for the most part was just phenomenal to me. And I think that's just something I'm still going to take, even when I have my own family one day. When it comes to, because I have to always separate the both because there's like different things. With my Filipino side, there is, for Christmas, we do this thing called Simbang Gabi, which is a 9-day novena where we celebrate the coming of Christ. And traditionally, you would have to wake up early in the morning to go to Mass, to church, and then have breakfast. But usually that Mass is at like 5 a.m. every day. So it can be pretty crazy, but it was also nice too to kind of get my day started. But when I was younger, I did that with my grandma and my mom. And then when my grandma passed away, it was with my mom and my sister. And then on my Black side, they definitely took Christmas to like a whole different level as well. I think getting the whole Christmas thing was just very emotional on their part, to be honest. But outside of Christmas, one thing they do like to do celebrate is birthdays. So we have, when it comes to a birthday, and especially if it's one of the like matriarchs, like our grandmas or like the elders, we go crazy hard, where it's just like this big barbecue, almost like block parties, to be honest, where we gather everyone on that side. And we really just make it like a big celebration of that person, for that birthday person. I think like this last one was the grandpa on my dad's side. It was his 90th birthday. So, and mind you, with COVID, we haven't gotten together. So that was probably the biggest celebration I've had with that side of my family, I think before 2020, so. So with my Filipino side, I'll talk about that. There's definitely this misconception that everyone is in the medical field, and we are all like nurses, doctors, surgeons, anything in that field, and that is not the case. And I think that's what we all know is just why a lot of Filipinos come to the States is just to pursue a job in the medical field. And that's definitely not true. We, Filipinos, not to be biased, we're very creative and we have other interests outside of the medical field. Just with my family, I don't think there's that many in the medical field, to be honest. And then in terms of my Black side, and I think there's definitely a lot of negative connotations with that, is that we can be a little greedy sometimes. and we are just kind of thinking about ourselves and can become a little angry if it doesn't come our way, which it's unfortunate to have that, to have that misperception about that community, about that side of me, because it really isn't, and I know for the most part, that there are those individuals who may not represent that statement very well, but there are also others who think about the community, think about our people, think about their families, and are not selfish, who are not angry all the time and won't just throw tantrums and fits. And we are more patient than, people within the Black community are very kind and supportive and unconditional. And that is something I want to highlight and showcase. And I hope people will see that more in the future as well.